entertain.
Nice. I got a very important question for you, my friend. I already know what kind of coffee I'm going to be sending you. In fact, I'm going to be going to pick up. I already ordered it. It's going to be freshly grounded. So when you get home, it's going to be as its best potential. But other than that, I just don't want you to send you one single bag. I want to send you a couple of bags that I think they're very good. Do you like heavy roasted, lightly roasted? Do you like it bitter? Do you like it sweeter? Do you like it chocolate? I don't know,
Bitter and
chocolate-ish.
dark roast.
Really? Bitter and dark roast? All right.
Dark roast, bitter. I'm just as bitter as possible, man.
Come on.
I don't like
Are
to.
you
I can
serious?
drink a coffee, and I can drink a coffee before bed. Like it doesn't. Caffeine doesn't matter to me.
Oh yeah, no,
We're
no,
breaking
of
out right now.
course. But I mean, I take a coffee every night. And in fact, here in Mexico, we have little cookies like that. They're puffed, and they give you coffee with those cookies before bedtime. That's classical
Nice.
Mexican. Yeah, that's classical Mexican dinner. But the taste. So the one that I'm gonna be sending you, just so you have the heads up in here, it's light roasted, and I extracted on an espresso machine. I use the Wackoff or the how do you call it? The
Wyckoff?
one that you press. What is it? The Aeropress. The Waco espresso
Oh yeah.
machine or the Aeropress. The Wyckoff. So the point is that you can also ground it and make it regularly, right? In any coffee maker. When I do it that way, it tastes like shit. But when my girlfriend does it on a coffee maker, it tastes fabulous. I don't know what she does, but if you want to go
Hmm.
for the actual thing, or to be sure, make it as an espresso and then convert that to whatever cappuccino, what is it, lungo, americano, whatever, right? But
Yeah.
start with espresso, yeah, because you might had a very bad experience like I did the first time if you just make it like regular coffee maker. I think you just have to put a little bit more like regular to make it stronger. If not, it's just gonna lack a flavor. But other than that, we're not here to talk coffee, are we?
No, we're talking breakout, baby. We long
Oh,
dong like Donkey Kong,
yeah.
bro.
Let's get it, man. I do have a couple of trades ongoing. I'm still holding the Bitcoin trade that we took in the 4 hour 2 days ago. It's just been ripping. Yesterday, I also gave a call to move your stop into a short, which was Atom. And guess what? It actually played out, man, against all odds.
Yeah.
All right.
You got to show me the trade setups, man.
Yeah. By the way, you
I
can,
can talk about mine
yeah.
if they want to know. Today's live stream was oh man, it's like you feel guilty because I took the trade and I know a lot of people didn't catch the trade like I did. Um
Oh, yeah.
because I know how to today was experience, right? That's the only way I can describe it. Uh, it's a trade that I take quite often. Okay, so what happened this morning? And I'll teach you guys the trade setup so you guys can kind of implement it for yourself. And it was a VWAP trade, okay? So VWAP, you have to understand the VWAP is either magnetic, okay, or the VWAP is trending. One or two, you got to decide. So this morning we can see that VWAP is magnetic. Anytime you're away from it, you push to it. Anytime you're away from it, you push to it. Away, you push to it. Away, you push to it. So we've identified what it's doing today. Okay? Obviously, since then we've broken out. But we've identified what it's doing today. That's important. Uh I took a short here. Boom. Right down here. Quick, like $120. Not a big deal. Okay? Not a big deal. Miles, Trump Power, he's coming over from the Otter Gang. No way. He's doing back-to-backs now. Look at that. Look at that. The man, the myth, the legend. Miles Trump Power. Otter Gang, man. See, look at that. I'm bringing members to Chart Prime now. Who would have thought? Love you, Miles. Great trader. So VWAP is magnetic, right? So you're going to get a double dose today, Miles. So VWAP's magnetic. Now, the trade I took was right here that not many people got into. Now, I do teach this quite often, and I went half a position size, and obviously it absolutely skyrocketed this morning. Okay, so I took a short in here, then we come up here, and like this is total like golden pocket, golden pocket central. If you're looking at this, we also teach you how to pull fibs, right? Very, very small time frame, but when you're trading in the morning, you got your golden pocket here that was tapped, okay? You also have in here, this was a golden pocket as well, right? Where you have a retrace continuation here, right in here. That was your golden pocket. Bounce off of there, continuation up, okay, into a rejection, continuation down, okay? Now market opens here and everybody is petrified. So what is the narrative this morning? Okay, that is the key. Tariffs. We're going to zero. Tariffs, 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 terrified, whatever you want to call it, right? So the problem with that is that if we're going to dump today, okay, you can see the tops coming in here. If we're going to dump today, why haven't we taken this high yet? That was my idea this morning. You can see here, if we look at this line that I just drew, didn't take the top, didn't take the top, okay? Why haven't we taken the liquidity out of this high yet? Okay? Typically, price has a job to do, right? The price wants to come and grab people who are short from here and stop them out of their position to send price back down. So my bias this morning was up just based on that idea and the fact that we are in an uptrend, okay? So that's my bias. Yes, there is liquidity here. Yes, we can top out, but we haven't topped out to my satisfaction. Okay? This is a nice double top last night. We did short this last night as well. Okay, then a bounce off the 84 zone. If you're unaware, the 84 zone is critical right now, okay? Why is it critical, you may ask? Well, when we zoom out and we look at the entire range here on the 4-hour and we pull a volume profile tool, okay, we can see that the most volume is traded right here. Look at this. Boom, okay? Boom, 84,000, okay? Understand that. So being above this, we look for support, okay? Critical. So understanding we are above it this morning. We tapped into it last night, 84 right here. We bounced. We're looking for continuation, okay? And we're getting that right now. So the bias, the narrative, the morning, right? All that stuff. Now, the VWAP trade going into this morning is a trade I take often. So if you have VWAP, you have magnetic VWAP that we just talked about, okay? So here's your VWAP, okay? If price shoots through VWAP aggressively, boom, okay? It has to be aggressive. And then it closes on top. Your next candle closes on top. You can take that long, okay? If price comes up here and just stalls out, you don't take the trade. If it pushes through aggressively and out, you take the trade. One of my trade setups, okay? You can take deviation. So if you're far away from the VWAP and it's magnetic, you can take trades. Let's say you get double top up here, double bottom, right? You can take this trade back into VWAP after identifying that it's magnetic, okay? If it's trending, you can look to take the trade off of VWAP and back into VWAP. Off of VWAP, back into VWAP. Off of VWAP, back into VWAP, okay? If you've identified that the VWAP for the day is trending, okay? So these are the way you trade this, and it's very effective if used correctly. Now, it isn't perfect, okay? It isn't perfect. You must have a narrative aligned with that. So what's the narrative this morning? We are bullish. We are looking to swing the top, right? We have a fake out this morning. This is market open. Okay. We have a big fake out, perfect double bottom. Okay. Failed to continue. Okay. Didn't, just sweeping the lows, right? SFP the lows. It pushes up like a rocket ship. And then it gives me my baby, my doji baby. Oh, and this doji, I will buy this doji 10 out of 10 times. I press buy, half a position size because the low is quite low. And it's an aggressive trade. And it bangs, right? And it bangs. So, but that's just, that doji engulfing is money, yeah. Trump Power knows. But this is something I trade all the time. And you can see doji engulfings all the time, right? Look, like hammer engulfing, you buy that right here, you're gone up, right? You get at the top here. What's up at the top here? Okay. You can see indecisive engulfing. Okay. Engulfing, right? Up at the highs, right? And it's got to be with key levels, right? Key levels is going to be king. Okay. I prefer a 3-minute doji engulfing as well. But this is all scalping strategies. You see right here, doji engulfing. You buy that candle, up you go, right? Same deal all the way through. And you'll see them all throughout your charts. Doji engulfing, right? Doji engulfing all the way, right? Doji engulfing. You get 2 of them here. Okay? It's all over the charts. But it's based on your top-down analysis. You can't, it's a privilege to get your little microscope out, right? And zoom in to a 3-minute time frame, to zoom in to a 2-minute, 1-minute time frame. It's a privilege. You have to understand the narrative before jumping in there, right? And that's going to help you take trades like this with good risk management in a volatile and crazy volatile day, which is tariff day, right? That I think right now we're only pumping to drop it on everyone's heads. But that's just me. Key targets being hit right now, coming up to key areas of resistance. Right now we're in a pink sell wall that I'm very interested in shorts, but I'm only taking shorts because we are bullish on a mitigation. Okay, I want to see the Alex O Canadian Mounties pattern. Okay, I want to see a reversal pattern, changing character to the downside. If this, then that. Okay, otherwise we're still looking for longs. What do we have here? Beautiful bull pennant, continuation trade. I mean, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to see this morning. Another trade setup that I do teach you guys in here that you could have taken this morning is what? Did you guys see it? I gave it at the end of my live stream. What was the trade setup? Order block, continuation trade, right? You guys know this. I will tell you this a million times. Order block, continuation trade. You press buy at the beginning of the order block. You put your stop loss below the low of the order block, and you look for continuation up. Very simple trade. It's all right there. That's your order block right in there. You use your tools in here. Order blocks are some of the best tools on Chart Prime because they do give you magnetic order blocks, which give you good bounce levels as well. So you can see we have one down here right now. From the 1 minute, you can see we probably have one right here. Boop, boop, boop. Don't let me down. There we go. Soft order block, right? And so on and so forth. Okay. So there's been opportunity here to get long again. Obviously, a little bit of patience would have had to been for this breakout. Oh, look at that beautiful triangle. You know I love it, OC. You know I love the OC triangle.
Oh, yeah, baby.
So, yeah, it was all here, right? Good trading day for me. Up like 600 today. Just chilling now. What are you looking at, OC?
Oh, man. Let's take a look at what I'm seeing here. Let me get started with Dogecoin. And then we're going to build up to Bitcoin. Because I think Bitcoin might have some surprises. By the way, Alex, thank you so much for stopping by on my late show. What is it?
Dogecoin?
Yeah, Dogecoin, man. Well, I need to prepare for hackers
on your live stream.
What? Thank you, my friend. Really appreciate it. Oh, so let's take a look at Dogecoin here. What am I looking at Dogecoin? Because we're putting here higher low, right? Also, we have taken previous highs, not really meaningful highs, right? Technically, we're still out there. But if we just talk about the ranging here, remember coming down, little range V-shaped recovery, 70% chances of ranging. And guess what? We did range, right? All white cuff right there for you guys. So we put on a high in here. We're putting down a low, but still this low higher than the previous low. So that for me is telling me that we could be taking advantage of volatility. So this is going to be a dangerous trade. I'm not going to be longing this right away unless I have a breakout. That's why I have an alert right here, a retest, right? And then off we go. Because I'm already also above my zero line. My private score is still bearish. That's why I'm not longing. My consolidation score, it is more to my right than to my left. So basically, we are getting closer to a breakout, right? So that's why I want to see that breakout. That's going through that alert. Not the alert itself, but the dynamic corrector, right? At 0.1809, and then maybe hitting the 1993. That sounds like a year that I might be familiar with. And then coming back down to re-enter. I don't know how far low. We'll have to figure that out after the breakout on the way on the retest, and then off we go. A way to figure that out is bringing up other support and resistances. Look at that. We do have a support, so maybe that will be an actual area of taking that price. And look at that. We also have a liquidity zone up there. So I believe that this structure is looking good. So far it's looking great. So we have a soft order block and then a loud order block. So it is going to be important that we note that most likely this soft order block is going to disappear as we start taking the liquidity out. Look at that high order block. This high order block also tells me that maybe there is a chance that we come back down here for an entry and then bounce back up. If that is the case, now that I'm seeing it, because I was not aware of this until right now, I'm going to be trying to jump in for a long as I retrace. This secondary long on the high order block right here, let me do some chunky candles. By the way, guys, please let me recycle that joke. That was a good one. So let me just click it here. All right. I know, guys, you like chunky candles. Let's just bring him up in here, and that's it. Chunky candles. So if you don't know who I'm talking about, you should also go and follow Frankie Candles. Frankie Candles is an amazing trader. Go check his content. But this is his nemesis. This is Frankie Candles eating too many candles in here. All right. Chunky candles right here. We can see them basically opening and closing those candles. And look at that going back downward here. Still above the zero line. That will be my next entry. This is going to be a dangerous entry, nonetheless, a possible entry right here. Stop loss. Oh, come on. Stop loss right below my high order block, and give myself that wiggle room just ever so slightly. Take TP number one as soon as possible. Move your stop to entry as soon as possible, and then let it ride. All right, so that's gonna be it for me on Dogecoin. But let's take a look at other altcoins that we've been talking about. Let's go and let's visit yesterday's class where I talked about Atom. All right, what happened with Atom yesterday? We caught it. Look at that. I'm learning too much from you. Look at that. I'm cutting the TP top. Look at it. Alex out crypto style right there for you guys. All right. He's just laughing. Man, we both know that you're taking those entries too. So, to be honest, you called it out. That was a lucky shot. Why was that? I mean, I was aiming at the half of that order block, right? But cutting that at the very top, I was not planning for that. I just was planning an average size to jump in for that short. Something that actually took me by surprise, it was the pump of Bitcoin yesterday. All right, so that single candle. So I was planning for a shorting here. That candle of Bitcoin came in. We went all the way back up, and I told you guys, wait, move your stop to entry, take 50% out, whatever it is, right, and let it run. So what happened throughout night? Look at that. We put in here a higher low. So right now is the time to start calling out this trade. If you haven't, well, then that is for you to, this is the alert for you to take it. So far, I take another 50% out, so 25% out of the main entry, and I'm just gonna let it go. Why? Because if it stopped me, remember my stop loss, it is somewhere around there. Just compensating for that ever so slightly fees, whatever could happen, right? So I always want to get stopped out at profits. So I already have taken 75% out of my original trade, and I'm just gonna let it go because if this makes a lower high, I could still have the chance to take on my full trade target, which is gonna be all the way down at 427. So that's what's happening at this point with Atom. Something important to note, it is that despite I'm on a short, we're putting in a higher low, all right? Higher low. Yes, we are below dynamic reactor, but look at my prime score. This is what we want to start seeing when we're changing of character, right? A larger or a bigger than 1 prime score. So we're turning bullish, all right, on our prime score. Our consolidation score 6, getting ready to, or getting more into the breaking out than into holding scenarios, right? So on the range, and this is the up ranging movement. So we only need to break through the dynamic reactor. In fact, this would have been a good long entry. I did not take it. I was not looking at it because I was concentrating on taking profits on my short. Sometimes you just look one way and you miss to find what is obvious in front of you. That's something that really happens to me, and I'm working on it. So I'm mentioning this so you guys look at that. I'm going to be bringing up just in the next roundtable. I'm going to be showing you guys a video that I think is going to be important for this case, just so you understand what's going on here. Nonetheless, breakout retest my next entry. Off we go if that is the case. I doubt it so far, but I'm getting prepared for whatever happens. Remember, I call it the Oompa Loompa loop. What the Uhuru loop is actually the name, but let's just call it the Oompa Loompa loop. So where you need to prepare for whatever scenario is coming, so that scenario doesn't catch you by surprise and you are last minute reacting to it, basically just chasing after prices, right? Instead, you want to see it coming, being prepared for whatever can happen, and when you have the trigger or confirmation of what's going to happen, you just act upon your plan. You're not just building up that plan as we go, all right? Another one, F Ethereum, hashtag F Ethereum. F Ethereum is not doing bad, man. I mean, that
We're
is
going to the moon,
fantastic.
baby. Let's go.
Let's go. I'm going to just remove this red box because it's getting in the way. But man, Ethereum, dude, F Ethereum bot still playing out fantastically, and it's making me so happy. Something I'm seeing on F Ethereum, it is that we could be forming a inverted head and shoulders. That would put us somewhere in a measured move around, somewhere around right here where is our order block at 2050. Not too shabby, not too shabby. So hopefully you have taken this trade. I took it from all the way down here. Nonetheless, I did mention you guys that you could be taking half of it into here, half of it into there, average down your position, and now you are on profit. So if you haven't, move your stop to entry and take 50% out at this point. Then let the rest go and profit on it. Remember that when you move your stop to entry, move it slightly above, all right? You want to get stopped out and add profit to compensate for whatever fees they're charging you, all right? Another one that is already in profits, that was scary close, it was OM, all right? OM, it's ticking. It's ticking because it hasn't moved. But something interesting about OM, and that's what I'm holding it, look at the freakishly huge loud order block that we have below it, right? Yes, we have, let me just clear this up so we can see it much better. There we go. Yes, we have a bearish order block in here. It's a soft order block. That I'm not worried about it. We're going to get rid of that order block, and most likely we're going to go deeper here. We could get stopped out. That's why I moved my stop closer yesterday. And I might be re-entering on, look at that, my alert right here, crossing 592. But at this point, we're in profits. Move your stop to entry. If you want to, you can take 50% out. But so far, just remember that I'm going to be willing to re-enter at 592. If that is the case, I will be. Oh, see, this pattern, I'm so somewhere. Love it, man. That is a head in, how can I call that pattern? Alex, help me out here, man. I think that's such an advanced pattern that falls out of my inventory, man. Oh, dude, love it. Dagan, I appreciate you, my friend.
Triangles.
There you go, triangles.
That is a I would call that an elephant pattern.
Oh, nice. An elephant pattern. Oh, yeah, that looks like an elephant, to be honest. Nice. Yeah. Let me just wrap it up with now Bitcoin. That's amazing.
Behave
I love
yourself.
it. Yes. All right. So yesterday, throughout the week, let's just recap what we were talking about the week. Friday, we left out at grabbing this liquidity right down here, right? That's why we created the red box. We went up, we created a flag, what happened, or what looked like a bull flag, a ranging flag. Remember, for me, ranges are unknown. It doesn't matter. Why? Because sometimes you have a bull flag, you say, hey, we're going to the moon, and whoop, they catch you, right? They give you a kick on the holy bulls, right? So that's why I always, since I see at the moment that I see a range, I treat it as an unknown breakout. Nonetheless, we broke out right down here. We went down to the red box, into the support that we have drawn in here. And let me show you that support. That support, man, it is just too noisy. I need to clean this up. That support, it is this golden line with previously a hard order block, right? A loud order block. There you go, right there.
87,000.
And what happens? What is it?
We just hit 87,000.
Oh, nice. Look at that, to the median. And now, well, then that was our entry. I'm still holding an entry. Look at that. We have a sweep of the lows. Look at that, man. Not good, but still. Now we are, as you call it, 87. So we're dinging. I don't know if we have him. Rush yesterday was asking if we are going to be hitting 87 before dumping, and I said yes, I think so. So
786
that
is
it
right
is.
here, so
What is it?
the 786 is right here, so
Yeah.
rejection area.
Absolutely. In fact, that's what I see. Not all the way up here, but let me show you. Let me just declutter my charts. It's time for it to go. And I think that would be
95,000 incoming.
nice. And at
Where's
this
Army
point,
Bear?
Pie Bear, I don't know. Oh, here it is. So just so you know, there we go. We have the median of the broadening wedge that we were also keeping an eye on. So if we are able to break it with a big body candle, which seems like we might, we are in a rejection zone, but it seems that we might break out. Now the upcoming will be a breakout retest, right? Holding that will be your re-entry, and off we go to 91K. That's what I'm seeing on Bitcoin for hour. Let me try to do the 5 minutes because I might be seeing an opportunity here. I'm just guessing before seeing the charts. Let me go to a cleaner chart. And I said cleaner chart. There we go, much better. And right here, well, nope, that is light. I don't see an entry. Previous liquidity zones to my left in here. Maybe I could be seeing a little bit of a push, rejection. And that's till now, because other than that, I just see a trend line here. Maybe making some space before hitting that trend line, and off we go. But other than that, that's what I see. Let me pass it over to you and ask you, what do you think? What is your opinion on this analysis? And what do you think might be by the end of this week?
Oh man, you put so much pressure on me, man.
You calling tops and bottoms all the day, man. I had to.
It's my job. Oh, well. 786 flagging out right now. Parabolic trend. Okay. Aggressive. What do you do? Do you jump on trend or do you wait to short it, right? That you got two options, right? Like it's you need like in my opinion, you need to simplify things, right? But uh OC's analysis is spot on, man. Like I never argue with you, man. You're probably the richest man in Mexico at this point. But right now it's very simple, parabolic uptrend, right? So we have this uptrend here, right? Continuation up into our 786 naked point of control, I think. Let me see. Yep. So naked point of control, tapping that little POC. If we go up into here, we have a big old 786 Fibonacci that we're hitting right now. Okay. Acceptance into this range. Okay. We said if we hold 84,000 this morning, if we hold 84,000, then we're looking to go higher, right? This was the line in the sand. We've drawn out the range for you every single day this week, right here or right here, right? So where are we coming to right now? We're coming to the high top of the range. Where's our volume Viper nipple, right? Our Viper nipple, Piper nipple is right here. 87,200. Okay? So, where are we hitting right now? 87,200 ish. We're still ripping, okay? How do you get onto an but if you're trading, which we are, right? We're all here trading. How do we get into this? Right? That's what you got to ask yourself. What did Alex teach me or what is something that you guys do to get into a trade like this? Well, we have our order block retest continuation trade. We have some more order blocks. So let's go and use our tools, right? So here's a big ass order block. So no trade, no longs unless we come back here and touch this area. This is my first area I'm interested in. Okay. Also, we can go into a 1 minute. Maybe we're extra hungry for a trade, right? Okay, we have resistance above us that we're coming into right now, right? Flagging out. Can we buy the bottom of the flag? A little bit more dangerous. Okay, so if you're flagging out here, you can wait for the bottom of the flag and try to get long off of like a bullish engulfing. Okay, you might be waiting a little bit long and there might be some volatility in here. Okay, that's an option. You know what else is a really good option? No trade. It's a really good one, man. Because at some point, I promise you, they're coming for you. At some point, you never know when. I've tried many a times to be, Mr. Buy low, sell high. 786, naked point of control. Okay. Resistance. We had a resistance level right here. Guess what happened? It doesn't give two shits, right? This is called buying pressure, momentum. Okay. Strength in the move. So don't fade the strength. If you are going to get short, you're looking for this, right? You need to see a change in character. So what do we teach you here as well? Look at our beautiful, this is our 1 minute market structure. You have not needed to, since this move this morning where we press buy, you have not needed to do anything but press buy. That's what it said to us, okay? 15 minute. What is that saying? Okay, continuation. Oh, continuation. Oh, so continuation, right? So no trade, just patience. We are coming up to a premium level on our predictive ranges right now, right? So we're looking for in here. We don't take this trade until we have confirmation. Very simple. Very simple. Okay. If you're going to go swing short, it's a little bit different, right? It's a little bit different. You don't necessarily, if you're looking for something like this, and you got a big ass stop loss like that, and you're looking to come back into the range. Cool. Valid trade setup at a key level for a retracement. Maybe your trading idea, your trading plan is to trade this swing, right? You're looking for this play, and you don't mind taking a short here, stop loss above the high here to aim at the bottom of the range. That's totally valid, right? Are you risking 1% still, right? Do you have a 3-to-1 ratio? Okay. So it all fits in here. It's just, how are you managing risk? What is your signal to say, hey man, rejection off the 786, we're going down. I'd rather take the short here with the confidence, stop loss above the high here, and try to take that down that way, right? If this, then that. But right now, in my opinion, there's no reason to take a short here, okay? You want to be on trend. Trend will save your ass. What do I mean by that? So if we're looking here, we're using our beautiful dynamic reactor for our trend, right? Let's do it this way. Okay. What is the secret about trend? The secret to trend and why it helps is that, let's say my dumbass, okay, is looking to take a long here. Okay. So I enter here because I have I don't know, let's say I have an order block in here. Okay. So I enter right here. My stop loss goes below the low with a little wiggle room. Because I am trading with trend, my dumbass still makes money. Okay? Because the trend, me being able to identify higher lows and higher highs, saves my ass. This thing can come right down to here. I'm saved by the trend. Okay? This is why it's so important. Okay? You can, and this happens to me a lot. But because I risk the right amount per trade, and I trade most of the time, I'm very good at catching reversals. Okay. I always tell you guys to go and back test what a reversal looks like. Okay. Go and back test these so you understand what a reversal looks like and what to look for confirmation. But if you're in here, right, and you get long, even if you get long here, right, wherever, let's say you get long here and your stop loss is below that low, you're safe. If you get long here and your stop loss is below this low with a bit of wiggle room, you're safe. Okay? You could be buying up, okay, you could be buying up this idea. Breakout, retest previous highs, continuation trade, stop loss below the low. Well, guess what? You're wrong, but the trend saved your ass, right? So this is so important, right? It'll add, I guarantee it'll add like 5% to your win rate, right? Any one of these trades. Any one of these trades. As long as you're with trend. Key targets, key levels, all that stuff. So you want to have that confluence. That's going to be critical. Now, are we overextended? Fuck yeah, right? But it's Bitcoin, baby, right? It will bore you to death and then it will absolutely tear your pantyhose off, okay? That's Bitcoin. That's why we love it, because sometimes, like I did this morning, I get into a half a position size and I'm paid instantly. It's that's the joy of Bitcoin, right? But you need the cojones and the skills, which we teach you here, to take that trade, right? And hopefully we can help you take that trade. Now, I wanted to address the tilt question. I've been here, I've made it. Oh, everyone, happy Wednesday, says Creative for My Soul. He says, I didn't quit this morning while ahead and overtraded. I ended up losing instead. 5-day win streak is broken. Sometimes I beat myself. and get tilted and greedy. Okay, so with this question, I do the same, man. I do. First of all, we all do the same. We all get pissed off. We all emotionally trade. We all have direction, right? I got long yesterday. I was fucking pissed. Okay, I got long right here yesterday. I put on size. I put on a double position size, and I got out here. Okay. Yes, it's a win, but my God, am I pissed off because I made $1,000 when I could have made $3. Okay. Also, I missed the short on the live stream. Okay. So the thing is you got to build rules around this to kind of not make you into a robot, because we're not robots, but the rules that I use is I have a three losses, I'm done. Finito. Okay? $1,000 loss is my maximum for the day. Okay? Because this I can recover. You have to ask yourself, what does a typical day look like for you? For me, I look to make between $600 and $1,200 a day. That's me. Okay? That's what I typically do. So me 1,000 is the maximum I'm allowed to lose, which is typically 3 trades. Okay? Sometimes I take some cheap trades, which is fine. That's my maximum. You have to have a maximum comfort rule that is in a line with the amount you make per day. Okay? If you're making $100 a day, you should probably maximum, maybe it's $80, right? You should have a maximum loss, right? Second, over trading. If you're up for the day, right? If I'm like today, I'm up $700 right now. I'm fucking done, man. I ain't giving it back. No way. Or if I have an A+ setup, like OC gives me this setup, and then he calls Piper, and then Piper agrees with him, and then TradeFly, and then a couple of my traders, they all come in, they say, that's a great idea. And then my wife says it's okay. Then I'll take the trade. Okay? But you can't be giving it back, man. This is a hard game. You're competing against algorithms. You're competing against OC. You're competing against a whole bunch of people, right? And you're the number one person you have to monitor. Your job is to manage you, right? This is a business. Every dollar is an employee, right? You're putting dollars to work. Anytime you take a trade, you're putting on risk, right? So when you take a trade, you're putting on a risk. 70% chance. Will it go up? Will it go down? I'm betting it'll go up. I manage my risk. I risk 1%, but you're doing that over and over and over again, right? So trade limits, you have to have almost like bumpers, okay? You know the bowling alley. You have bumper rails, right? Because you suck at bowling, but you like to hit the pins, right? So you want to hit the pins, you're gonna have the bumpers on. You got to install these bumpers for your trading. Okay, $1,000 loss, my game's over. Okay? I'm up $600 for the day. Only A+ setups. Okay? Or if you're really itching, you go quarter position size, right? Instead of me putting on 100 grand, I put 25 on. Let's see if it works. And then I can be at least I've scratched that little whatever, right? Trade smaller, downsize your trades if you want to keep trading. Right? There's so many ways to put things in the way to make yourself, profitable. At the end of the day, we're here to make money, right? So by going and over trading, by going, like I said, look, coming right back down, I'm gonna crush everybody. Now we look for the long 786, stop loss below the low, half a position size because it's a big area, right? Now I'm looking for this. Am I taking it right away? No way. Give me a reaction within here. We're overextended. Tell me we're going back up. Okay? Am I taking this? Hell no. Right? Because I've made my money today. But this is, you can set yourself up for trades along the way, but you must have rules. You must have these things in place so that when when you feel like trading, when you think it's a good idea, it's probably not. Always try to, you want to be confident as a trader, but you don't want to be naive to the fact that this is a really hard gig. I've been doing it for full time for over 2 years now. It's not easy, right? So the best thing you can do for yourself is manage yourself and give yourself rules, have trading rules, and don't break them. Okay? That's my spiel today.
Nice. Absolutely. I want to give you something, also share my little grain of salt there, created for my soul. Remember yesterday that you shared your profits and we were very happy, right? And I mentioned now that you have achieved consistency, try to maybe step back a little bit, take out what could maybe go wrong, start to prevent for future things. Sometimes it's going to be just inevitable, right? And as you mentioned, do not be hard on yourself. At the end of it all, we all are still learning every single day. The markets evolve because there are new people coming to the market, trading differently, trading different styles, and also trading with a different market cap, right? Or different money to be put into the market. So every single day, the markets evolve and we need to evolve with it. So the only way to do it is just by seeing what it works and what it doesn't. And when something doesn't work, we get stopped out. So it's just part of the game. As Alex mentioned, every dollar is a worker. You're putting in a risk. The important part is just to do small losses, small wins, small losses, big wins, right? As Alex mentioned. Other than that, I think we're very close to at the end of the show. Let's wrap it up till here, and I'm gonna be updating and uploading all of the videos because I've been having a little bit of an issue with my hard drive, but I think I got it solved, and I'm gonna be updating the class recordings. Other than that, Alex, thank you so much for joining today. By the way, that was an amazing stream today and also amazing trade. Loved it. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for joining. And as always, see you guys tomorrow.
Later, buddy.
Later.